We'll start in around 3 minutes. I'm gonna wait for more people to get around and we can start hacking. And then after that, I'm gonna do a Q&A. If you guys have questions, you can ask them, of course, while I'm hacking. It's not a problem. So I'm gonna try to make it like sort of like a write-up. I'll try to explain everything I'm doing so it's simpler. You're gonna have to write in. I can't understand that alphabet, dude. So please, in English or something. Um, I'm excited too, man. I'm kind of stressed out. It's my first stream. I've done streams. I've done one stream before on Twitch, but there was like no one watching, so it's different. Guys, let me do a question for you. Can you guess my password for Kali? Let me see how much of you guys use Kali. Like, can you guess my password for Kali? It's four letters. Four letters. Yeah, fun fact, if you didn't know, it used to be Tour before, Toor. Now it's Kali by default. Actually, I think like yeah. It used to be like having like before you would have a root user right away. Like you would use root. Like you wouldn't have a now you have to have a user, which kind of makes sense. But I didn't change the password. I kind of forgot, so it's fine. Yeah, it's just a VM. I don't care. I actually don't even run VirtualBox right away. I usually run like Virt Manager and KVMs and stuff like that. So, all right, let me show you guys what I have set up. All right, this is a lot to handle right now, but just bear with me. Right here I have Kali machine and I have the Gigachad box. Right, it's on VirtBox, so I imported it pretty easily. And I didn't log in. I didn't have to log in. You don't have to log in. If you set it up on VirtBox, it automatically finds the IP. So you might have issues. I think Doc mentioned that he has issues with DHCP or something like that. Actually, no, with like connecting with VMware. I'm not sure how it works on VMware, but on VirtBox, on VirtualBox, it just works. Like I don't know. It's just like my settings aren't even that different. It's just I don't know. You know. Anyway, we can start if you guys want. Let me just set this up like this. And let me switch to the. Okay. Hey, welcome. We have another viewer. Do you guys have any questions? I have like I've written down some questions that you said, but I'm gonna answer those later. I'm thinking maybe it's better because maybe more people will gather around in the meantime. So, but if you have questions right now, you can just ask them in the chat. Yeah, you're asking me when do I start? I'll start in like 10 minutes. One of you said that yeah, 10 minutes to go, and yeah, that's fine. I can do that. We have 7 viewers for now. That's awesome. I didn't like. No. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready. But I'm waiting for others because apparently somebody called somebody, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit more. It's not a big deal. So in the meantime, ask your questions. Uh, why is the video quality 720? Dude, listen. My internet is not the greatest, and I'm over Wi-Fi. I forgot my headphones and I forgot my LAN. What is it called? LAN switch thing. And I can't do 1080. I can't because it's gonna lag like a lot. But I think 720 should be fine actually. I'll zoom out the Kali machine and it's the Kali machine is like above 720, so it should be fine. Yeah, thanks for understanding. It's ideally I would have a gigabit internet or something, but I don't have that right now. I'm planning to get it in the future definitely, but now is not the time for me, sadly. So 720 it is, man. I'm sorry. Is this for beginners? It's for beginners. It's not for experts, definitely. The Gigachad machine is basically an easy machine. It's a boot to root machine, so that means you boot it up and then you get to root eventually just through the like most often you get through the web app or something, So, yeah. Oh, saved live. You mean like for later? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll make the copy. Like I'll first of all I'll make it private first because I have to download it and edit it, and then I'll upload it, right? Because I don't want the live stream to be like 3 hours or something. And in the meantime, I'm just like breathing or waiting for things to load. It makes no sense. So yeah, don't worry. I'll make a copy. Do I know C++? I kind of know it, like the beginner level. I didn't really get into C++. I'm good with Java, React Native, so that's like JavaScript, and Python, and what else do I know, dude? I know basics of a lot of programming languages, but I don't know. PHP, dude, I love PHP. PHP is great. I don't know why everyone spits on PHP. It's not that bad, dude. Come on. And also CMSs, they're all on PHP, most of them, so. Oh, welcome, Siski. Siski is here. What did you ask? Can you explain to us some tricks on encrypt? Yeah. So, well, you can spoof it, or you can, you can get it like, well, obviously, QnA doesn't work anymore. There used to be like a thing you would encrypt it with that. Well, encrypted is a hard word, not really encryption, but, yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, like the best thing for me, since like I was for malware that I was making, the best way seems to just be like make it in Python or something and then convert it to exe, right? But the problem is with like PyInstaller, a lot of you ask like, oh, how come it gets detected? It's because PyInstaller, right? A lot of them automatically put PyInstaller as something malicious, which is not true. It's kind of silly, but what you can do is you can just use the other converter, right? Like compiler or something. Yeah, okay, I can get started if you guys want. Yes, yes, dude. I said I'll save the broadcast. Like I'll edit it and then I'll upload it. So it's gonna be like a video. Yeah, it's silly how they block. Dude, why would they block PyInstaller? People use it for legitimate purposes. I don't understand. But you know what that's happening. I already know what's happening. Like you have a cybersecurity team, right? And then they have a huge issue, right? People are making malware from Python or like PyInstaller or something, like a lot. And they don't know how to deal with that. They just put it into any run or something like that, and they're like, oh, well, you know what? It's doing this. Well, we can just block PyInstaller. It's like, no, don't do that. That's like, why would you do that? That's horrible. I mean, they can do with hashes, but you know how it is with hashes. You can just literally change anything and it won't be detectable. So it's like, I guess they could just watch activity, like CMs or something like that. No. If you use the Python backdoor, they need Python only if you don't compile it to exe, right? So the whole point of exe is like that you don't have to install Python, as a dependency. Yeah. But again, the PowerShell, you have to understand that that's what is that, like Windows 8 and Windows 10 and Windows 11 as well. So yeah, but you can. I mean, it doesn't really matter, Like it's up to you. As far as that goes, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things generated from Metasploit are not the best, or MSF Venom, right? Like not the best because I think most of security researchers are, like the first place they're gonna go to see to like block malware and everything. They're gonna go there, right? Like what would you do if you were a security researcher? You would just make a bunch of them and then just block them, all of them, by hashes or something like that, Or like maybe there's like some sort of a signature that Metasploit creates. Probably not, but I'm assuming that. Yeah, the AVs, I don't know, man. Look, the AV evasion is kind of silly because at this point, like, obviously it's not that hard, like, as far as Defender goes or something like that, but if you're talking about real AVs, like, unironically, there was this one malware I was dealing with. I used to work as a blue team kind of guy, right? I incident handling and stuff like that. Anyway, there was this one malware that was basically just JavaScript, right? It was like kind of like an adware, right? And I literally installed any possible, like anything that you can, any antivirus, and it didn't like get it. It can't find it. It's not that smart. So that's the problem. Like that's why the bad guys, let's say, right? Like the what do you call red team, but illegal, right? Like so black hats. That's why they win, right? But like then again, I think blue team is doing a great job. Like I think the white hats, right? They're doing a great job. Like think about it. Hacking stuff isn't nearly as easy as it was before, And also like look at man in the middle attacks, They're way better today. Like you can't even SSL strip properly. It's like really hard. Sadly, I can't decrease the delay. It's the same reason I have the 720, man. Like I'm looking at the delay. I know what you're talking about. I have a stream set up right there, and I'm listening to myself. It's like, I don't know, man. It's like 20 seconds or something. It's insane. I can't do anything about it. It doesn't let me. Yeah, but like if you make a script that disables Windows Defender, do you not think Windows Defender will pick it up? Like there's gotta be something that will pick it up. But yeah, it's a good. I mean, obviously this is a little bit of a more advanced than the regular malware. Obviously, you want to do something like that if you're making malware. Of course, legally, right? You're switching to parrots so I don't get left. Dude, no, don't worry about it. Man, don't worry about it. Like you can just have VMs, it's fine, and no matter, is it like Parrot or Kali, it doesn't matter, alright? Like, it's really up to you. I use Kali more. I used to use Parrot for some time, you remember maybe from my videos. Not writing the deduction points low. I mean, not everyone knows how to, John Williams. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna, yeah, sorry. Let's get started. You guys asked the question, so I wanted to answer. All right, do you see everything well? It seems that you do. All right, let's unpause this and let's get started. So, as I've shown before, I have Gigachad machine set up. It's just running. I didn't do anything. I didn't log in. So all I have to do right here, they're in the same network on my VM. All I have to do right here is I have to run nmap. So if I take a look at my IP, you will see right here, 10024. So usually when you're scanning in nmap, what you would do is you would run nmap with sudo. You don't really need sudo, I think. Let me see. Yeah, you don't need sudo. Okay. So you would run nmap, and then you would provide the IP, and this would scan the IP. If you want to scan a whole network around that IP in the range that we're specifying right here, so this one right here, so this is 12255, if I'm not wrong, you're going to do /24. And I'm going to do tag F, because F means fast, basically. And then it's going to ask me, right, it's not going to ask me, I didn't run it as sudo. Anyways, that was fast enough, nothing happened, so it was just really fast. So the first one we're going to ignore, because when you set up NAT, usually in like VirtualBox and stuff like that, you will have the domain running on the .1, right? It's kind of like a router. And then ignore this one as well. This one I usually didn't have, but this is somewhat new, but just ignore that one as well. This is definitely not the machine. It has a 631 port, Anyways, this is my IP, so this is not it, and that leaves this one. So this is the IP of the victim machine. As you can see, it has 3 ports open. We can scan further using, let's specify just that IP. And we can scan using P, like this. So with 2 these dashes, or what they are, I don't know, minus signs or something, right? That will scan all the ports on the machine, but we don't really need to do that, because we already know it's these ports, right? I can run this, it's gonna last like, I don't know, pretty long. There's no need, right? I already know it's only 3 ports. So sudo nmap, and I run this, with this IP, and then put the ports, 21, 22, and 80, that was the ports, and I'm gonna do SV, so this is for version detection and all sorts of stuff, and A is for just get everything you can, right? It's pretty aggressive scan, but it doesn't really matter in our network, since we're, isolated. Okay, let me just type in the password. Again, you don't need sudo with nmap, I just kind of got used to doing that. Let me see what you guys see and what you guys are saying. See, I scanned all the ports, same, right? Let me just see what you guys... let me just answer your question, Siski. Right, if you block internet, how are you gonna download the malware? You need internet for that, right? But disable the signature. What do you mean disable the signature? Like, do you mean like AV or something? You don't need to do that. I don't think you need to do that, disable the internet. Because AVs have their own databases, so you have to keep it in mind. It doesn't have to connect to the internet to get that, I don't understand this, I don't understand your letters. You gotta English, man. Disable automatic malware upload on Windows as well, and don't upload on VirusTotal. Yeah, never do it, guys. Let me tell you something. What happened with Pi installer thing? When I made the video, all right, it was undetectable. A month later, it was completely detectable. Do you know why? Because people uploaded it to VirusTotal, right? If you upload it to VirusTotal, they just send it to everyone. So then it becomes detectable. All the antiviruses have it now. Why wrote sudo nmap? I said, I know what we're saying. I said, you don't have to write sudo. You don't have to write sudo. Yeah, sure. You can make a script to turn off internet. It's really not that hard. You don't even need admin. Rip math class pretty much. Dude, listen. Education is important, man. I'm not gonna, I'll make the stream. I'll edit it and I'll upload it later if you want. Okay? I mean, I'll do it definitely. So don't worry. Yeah, I don't know, John. I don't know about anti-scamming because, like, I know that a lot of them say, you know, even some of them say like we're open source and everything, but like, I don't know if I can trust them, you know, because they have a database, right? Like, you never know, you know, you never know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Good job, Doc. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you need sudo. Sometimes you need sudo. It's kind of like on the if you guys use Termux for Android, right? You would run commands and it would like be like, no, you need root, right? So you have to root your phone. Like running a Termux on Android without root it seems to be useless, more or less. Like I mean, it's not useless, but you know, it doesn't give the best results. So you know. But anyways, let me continue. Right? Are you guys okay with that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I didn't know that about anti-scan. I don't know if it's true, you know, but yeah. What was I explaining? I was explaining sudo. If that's what you mean, you know. I don't know. I have like a delay, you know, the same as you guys do, so it's confusing for me a little bit too. You just gotta bear with me, guys. I don't know. I don't, you know, I gotta set up better internet and everything. So okay, let me continue. Let me continue. All right. So easy enough. We don't have like it's not gonna be a long machine. Don't worry about it. So we have these reports. That's all the ports that we have. I shown here. And then when I ran the SV scan and the A scan that I showed you, so this is to get all the data. You can see right here, the first thing that it noticed at 21 is that it's VSFTPD. Usually when you see this in challenges, you basically know that it's like it's gotta be vulnerable. Like there is new versions that are not vulnerable, but most of them are. It's always VSFTPD. If not, there's always an anonymous login, and if not, then you're just not lucky, right? But FTP code 230, so we can actually log in on FTP. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, let me just see what we have on the web because we always want to start with the web, right? SSH, the usual stuff. We can't exploit SSH. Usually on easy challenges, you won't be exploiting SSH. 80 says HTTP, Apache, nothing special. We have a Gigachad in robust.txt. So this is just an entry. You can obviously run Nikto or whatever you want, but I don't think that's necessary in this case. So I'm gonna show you something. Let me just get the IP. We're gonna run GoBuster. If you don't have GoBuster, sudo apt-get install GoBuster, right? Easy as that. So GoBuster works like this. So I'm gonna run it with sudo. I don't think I need this. GoBuster, there. We need a URL, HTTP. Obviously you need a protocol. And we're gonna say word list. Okay, common.txt. You can run big.txt, it's up to you. This is where the word lists are located in Kali. This actually, right? Derb is just one of the tools you can use instead of GoBuster. So let me just navigate to the website to show you what Gigachad website looks like. Let me see the comments. It's sponsored by very malicious groups and it's not to submit it. Yeah, okay, I believe. I don't know, man, you know, I just wouldn't upload it anywhere. I would just test it locally or something, you know, just get a bunch of good antiviruses and, you know, I don't know. Okay, anyways, so let me just open this. This is Limpis, this is for later. Okay, let me open the IP. So Gigachad's site, this is what it looks like. Welcome to Gigachad's place, version, hahaha. Right, if we look at the page source, which you should always do in all the challenges, in the page source you will see right here, it's just regular code, right? Regular code. But right now, if I scroll down, you'll see 2 hashes. So that's a little bit confusing. At first I was like, what is this? But we can actually easily find this. So all we have to do is run a new instance and just do sudo. Actually, probably don't need sudo. Hash identifier. And we're gonna run this, provide the hash, and it's gonna tell us which hash it is. It's SHA-1. That makes sense because once I go to this site, there's a couple of sites you can actually, let me just show you this one. This is the one with the, let's say, richest database, right? So if I paste the hash right here, we should get the solution of the hash. Sorry, right? The decrypted version, right? It says fuck you. So this is definitely nothing. This is just trolling or something. If I do the other one, it's gonna be the same basically. I'm not gonna, you know, waste your time. It's the same. So this one's gonna say version, right? So at first you would think maybe this is a login of sorts, but in the end it doesn't turn out to be. You can try this on your own. Usually you would try it on your own. Try it on your own because it's you know, usually that's how it works. You just try a lot of things and see what works. Let's navigate to robust.txt because we had this one entry in robust.txt if you remember. Let me show you. the nmap scan said that we have it, right here. Hold on, right here. And sorry. There we go. See, this is a bit of a problem that we ran into with GoBuster, but don't worry, this is not huge. What we're getting is 301s. They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose because once you navigate to like /life, let me show you. /life, right? It just gets 301, and then it's life PHP, and it's like just Gigachad ASCII art or something. So it's just a directory, but it's useless to us, right? So what we can do in GoBuster, you can run help. This is one of the ways to run help. You can just go GoBuster dir help. You need to provide dir because you want help for dir, right? For that specific mode. Sorry. Or is it like help? Yeah. Okay. Finally. All right. So this is the help, and you don't have to read all of this. I'm gonna just show you what I meant. So we want to eliminate 301. We don't want it. We don't want to see it, right? So this is what we want to look for. Status codes blacklist. So we want to make a blacklist of status codes that we don't like, right? So if I run GoBuster again, the way we did, everything's the same. I'll just provide B and 301, and you know what? I'm gonna put 404 as well. We just don't want to see those. If I press enter, soon enough you will see that everything will scan pretty fast, right? Nothing special. We have the robots.txt and CGI bin. Let me just navigate to CGI bin. Right? Nothing special, PHP, and another ASCII file. So robots.txt, right? As I said before, why is it like that? Okay, let me see. Okay, so when we navigate to robots.txt, you can see the same thing that nmap told us, and it told us that we have a QnChat HTML blocked in robots.txt for the user agents, right? So what you would do is you would just navigate to this to see why is it blocked? Why is this specific directory blocked? And let's navigate to it and let's see. Okay, so it just seems to be an image, and we hit nothing right here. So this is useless to us. What we want to do is we want to dig further. Now I'm gonna do this shortly because I don't want to waste your time. What I realized is I didn't look into the FTP. So we have to look into FTP. It's open. We have an anonymous login, so that's what we're gonna do. So let me just clear this out. FTP and then the IP, and it's gonna ask you for the name. We're not gonna say hox. We're gonna say anonymous because anonymous login is allowed. And then the password is just gonna be nothing. You can just press enter. And as you can see, we actually logged in. Login successful. So we can ls, and you will see a file right here. I'm gonna try to enter it. It's not a directory, right? Look, it's not a directory, right? You can see it right here. Anyways, so we have a file right here. I'm gonna get chat info. So this basically means let me just download it, and I'm gonna exit. And when I do, I'll just ls, and it's gonna be here. So I'm gonna cat into it because I want to see the contents of the file. And as you can see, it's some message, Chad info pk something. Username is Chad, password is question mark. Go to drippinchad.png, right? So we're gonna copy that. This is just a directory on the website that we didn't find before because it's custom enough not to be in a word list. And as you can see, it's an image. So usually what you would do is you would try to brute force something. You would try to figure out what exactly is happening right here. We try to maybe steganography or something like that, right? Like exif tool, but there's nothing there. So what we actually want to do is read what it says. Why, yes, this is my favorite place to relax. How could you tell? So what we want to do is we want to extract this image right here and look it up on Google. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to save the image, right? Save it anywhere. I'm going to save it in pictures. We would need some kind of an editor. I don't have GIMP or anything like that on Kali, and I really don't feel like sitting around with anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit images online. Actually, I'll use this one. I used the first one, so Pixlr or whatever, I don't care, doesn't matter. You can edit it however you want. All we have to do is extract the building from the picture, right? We don't need Chad because it's gonna interfere with the results. So press open image, go to pictures, and import this picture, right? Just upload it. And it's gonna ask us what do you want to do, and now what we want to do is we want to cut it somehow. So we're gonna use crop and rotate. Just gonna adjust this to fit the building, like so. That should be enough. Okay, save. And it doesn't matter the quality. We're just gonna save it. I don't know, building.jpg. Save that. Press save. And now it's gonna be in downloads, so keep that in mind. Let's open it. Actually, let me pause. I did a lot of things right now. I want to see if you guys are catching up. Why not use Tmux? No, Tmux is, I don't know, it's great, but you know, best side of 2020. I agree, Lamau. Grep 200. Yeah, you can also grab it. Deface it. What are we doing here? What do we do? Okay, can someone catch up Vidura with what we're doing here, right? So what we're doing is we are, right now we did go busting, we did nmap, and we found some information. We found a picture, and the picture is a hint for the password. We have the username. We found it in the text file on FTP server. And the username is Chad, the picture is the clue. So what we did is we're gonna extract the building from the picture, right? And we're gonna make sure that we find out what the building's location is, or you know, whatever else we can get for Google. So, okay, let me continue. So now that we have the building itself, now we're gonna navigate to Google image search. This is like a, you know, very simple OSINT right now at this point. So just Google image search, the first URL. Go to upload file. Just pick the file, right? Not the URL. And let me see. Yeah, and we can browse. I could have pulled it in, it's fine. Okay. There we go, we're gonna upload the image. And as you can see, we got the results, right? So keep in mind, it has to be, see what happened right now is it changed the language to Croatian, right? Keep in mind, it has to be in English, because that's the clue to our, you know, to our challenge. So I have to change this to English, but I don't have to because Wikipedia right here is in English. So if I just click this, it's gonna work, right? It says Maiden's Tower, that's the name, and also Kiz Kulesi, and also the Linder's Tower, right? So these are the options for the password, I'm assuming, or maybe this one. No, it says seen from, so probably not that one. Maybe this one, maybe Byzantine or something, I don't know. We can try all of those. So, but first we're gonna try the Maiden's Tower, because that just seems the most likely one. You can make a word list and, you know, run it against the SSH or something like that. But we don't really need to do that. I'll show you why. It's really simple, right? So what we're gonna do, sudo ssh chat at, and then the IP. Oh, sorry. Let me see, where did I get the IP? All right. And the password, right? For Chad, we can try Maiden's Tower. So what I'll try is we can try capital Maiden's Tower, we can try without this. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we don't have the space, that we don't have this symbol right here, the, what is it called, the quote thing, and that it's not the capital letter. It could be capital M and T, but I feel like it's all lowercase and all together, right? It just makes sense. I'm saying again, you can make a small word list, just type in all the combinations and try to run against it, but there's no need. The password is, oh, sorry, Maiden's Tower. And if I type it in the lowercase all, let me see, I messed up. There we go. We're actually in. So the password was Maiden's Tower, right? All together with lowercase. So it's up to you. You can try to brute force it. If I figure out something like this in a challenge, I don't really want to waste time brute forcing. I already know the password. It was really simple, right? So pretty good clue. Somebody might get confused though, but I think it's in this kind of case, you know, since it's the easy challenge, always look at the most obvious answer, right? It's an easy challenge after all. It's not like a hard challenge. So anyway, so once we're in, we can take a look at the user.txt. So cat user.txt, that's our first flag, and we got it, right? Good job. It's not that hard. Now I'm gonna pause a little bit so you guys can leave your questions, you know, for me. Yeah, John. Yeah, I have roots in Croatia, so that's why I'm fluent, right, in Croatian. It's my first language. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Vidura, are you stuck? Are you still wondering what we're doing? This should be pretty easy, right? I'm trying to explain everything, but you gotta know the basics, like of, you know, just pure basics of Kali, right? To understand what I'm saying. It's just terminal stuff, nothing special. I think the you guys who can solve like hard challenges and stuff like that, you guys know that. Oh, you asked something. Let me see. Are we gonna use dirty pipe for Privesk? You'll see. There's this one special little program that we're gonna use to Privesk. It's gonna be really simple. I'm gonna put limpy stew, though I don't really need to. you know, you can just use find with the, you know, suite and stuff like that. But I'm gonna use limpies because I feel like that's more useful for the viewers. Are you guys ready? We can continue. Okay, Siski, yeah, okay, thank you guys. I was gonna say no one answered, but it's probably the delay, so. Okay, so let's continue. The first thing you would usually do on an easy machine is sudo l, right? Like that's the easiest way, but as you can see, something is a little different here. We don't have sudo. So maybe su root, right? Like password, okay, well I can assume, you know, maybe they want Maiden's Tower again, right? But as you can see, if I enter Maiden's Tower, which is the password for chat, it's gonna say authentication failure, right? Because it's not looking for that password. Doesn't really matter, okay? So there's a lot of ways to find out how you can prevesc, but I think one of the best ways that could be the most useful to you guys is limpies. Limpies is a little tool that you can run, and you can just download it and run it, and it's gonna show you all sorts of interesting stuff. So let me just navigate to limpies GitHub. Okay, usually I would have this downloaded on the machine, so I would just SCP, but I'm just setting up this machine. I just set it up. I use KVM usually, but the Chad, what is it called? Gigachad machine didn't work on KVM, so it's like something with networking. I'm not sure. I didn't feel like fixing it. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna, you know. So there's right here on the GitHub. This is the first entry. You have the command how to get it, right? But if I this is not gonna work on this machine because we don't have curl. If I run curl, it's gonna say command not found. But don't worry, nothing scary. So all we need is this link right here. So just copy it, wget. So we're gonna use wget, and then we're gonna say the URL, and then let me just move this. And we're gonna say O, capital O, and we're gonna call it lin.sh, for example. Press enter, and as you can see, it downloaded everything and it saved it to lin.sh. So that's great. LSAL, and we can see that we have lin.sh. So I'm gonna chmod it. So what this means is we'll make sure that it's able to execute, right? So you have to do this sometimes. Sometimes you don't have to do it. It really depends on your user and stuff like that, and the file itself. So chmod lin.sh, and now I can run lin.sh. So I'm gonna use this command to run it, and I'm gonna press enter, and as you can see, it's running, right? So it's doing its thing. It's gonna take a second. It's gonna run through everything, every possibility. We're looking for red/yellow or red, right? These are the best kind of privilege escalation vectors, right? Yeah, GitHub is really fun. I remember learning Git, dude. I was furious. Why is it so why is it like that? You know, it's not like it's complicated. It's just like why? You know, the ways. But then again, when you learn it, it's like really useful. So it's like, you know, I'm glad that I did learn it. But yeah, I can understand the struggles. Okay. Anyway, so Limpis is doing its thing. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more. We can actually scroll through it. We have a lot of red right here. But the problem is, you know, with Limpis, the beginner can get confused sometimes because there is a lot of red outlined. You know, in this case, there is no orange. It's not gonna be any orange. So somebody might think that they can prevesc, which they, you know, maybe they can, but it's gonna be way more difficult for them. But anyway, you know, like you're gonna learn, so that's good, you know. The easiest way for us, you'll see, it's not done yet, so I'm not gonna tell you what way we're gonna use. We have some configs and ini files, but these are not like, they're interesting, but we're not looking for that. This is an easy machine. We're looking for something easier, right? Let's see. Oh, it's still analyzing. It's taking a while, like probably because I'm streaming and everything. Yeah, I know, I mean git clone, yeah. But I do programming as well. I do, oh man, I do QA, I do programming, I did UX, UI, I did front end, I did back end, I did incident handling, I did pen testing, man, I don't know. Anyway, so I used Git, right? I used Git a lot. I like GitHub Desktop. I know everyone's gonna judge me, but I don't care, alright? It's just easier. Everything is just, I don't wanna be, look, I love the terminal. I absolutely love the terminal, but you know, I don't wanna have to use it all the time, you know? Can you send the website for more tutorials? Sure. If that's what you mean, that's the website. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna continue. Let me see. It's still not done. Oh man, this is really slow. I like Siski's humor. Yeah, all the Gigachad's getting all over you if you use GUI once in your life. That's true, yeah. But it's kind of silly because like in real pen testing, you have to use Burp Suite. Everyone uses Burp Suite. Come on, you know. I don't care. You know, it's all about the can you get the work done, right? Can you do it good? You know, it's not about what OS do you have or you know. Okay, anyway, it's done, right? I'm gonna continue. Let me go back. All right. So you can see a lot of password keywords. Don't get tricked by that. That's just, you know, there is gonna be, right? And especially in this machine, look at this machine. Look at what they did to var HTML. They just made a bunch of folders and files on purpose. That's why we had to do B301, or as one of you said, grep 200. Anyway. So we can just ignore these. You can look through these. Obviously, it's up to you. You're gonna look through it when you're first doing it. But I don't think there's any point to look through all of this. There's a lot of things. I'm gonna show you the golden part. I'm gonna show you the diamond in this. When you take a look, let me show you. Wait. It's right above here somewhere. Okay, interesting files, right? Suid. So, easy privesc exploits and write perms, right? Let me show you something. The first thing that comes right here, unknown suid binary. This is what we're looking for. We have the passwd, but and mount and everything. But these, you know these commands, right? Like these are Linux commands. And we have the .sh. Just ignore this. This is because of the challenge. I already done it before, so it's just there, right? And it's suid because I use it for privesc. Doesn't matter. This wouldn't be here, right? So just ignore this. So this is the most interesting one that we have, the snail privsep, right? And now I'm wondering about this. I actually want to look through, you know, like exploit DB and stuff like that. But I think search exploit is going to be enough, right? So let me open a new tab. Search exploit snail. As you can see, only one result, and we have the version 14.8.16. Now we have to hope that the version on the victim machine is under this, right? Because it says under 14.8. So I'm gonna go snail how to check for version. You could Google this, or even better, you can actually just run snail. Oh, sorry, a lot of possibility. Snail, right? And that works because when I press tab, it just pops me right here. I can do help, and as you can see, we have all sorts of stuff right here. Let me see if we have the v tag for the version. Doesn't look like it. Okay, there we go. Snail version and exit, blah blah. List of features, snail x version, blah blah blah. I don't think that's it. Let me just try snail v. No mail. Okay, v capital, and there we go. Okay, let me see if I do version. Oh, it doesn't show anything. Okay, so it's v capital. 14.8.6. Let me show you something, right? We can actually turn these off. We don't really need any of them. Okay. 14.8.6. Look at this. Let me show you the search exploit, right? Look at this. 14.8.16. Right. So we can do this. Cobalt Strike was his GUI. Yeah, I mean, dude, I remember Cobalt Strike. Wait, do you remember? Why did they remove Armitage? Is it Armitage? Armitage. I don't know. It's one of those. That was pretty cool too. They removed that from Kali, right? Let me see. If I look into, yeah, they removed Armitage. You have to install it manually. Why would they do that? What's wrong with Armitage? Okay, let me continue. Right? So we have the location of this exploit, right? It's local privilege escalation. The version seems to be working fine. It's gonna be fine, you know. Don't worry. So let's try to run it, you know. Let's go exploit db, and that puts you in the directory, and I go exploits, and then this path right here. So this multiple and local, and I can just copy 47, what is it, 172, 47172.sh. Now let's copy it into my home. Let me just enter my password, and let's navigate to home. Okay. And now we have the sh file here. Let me nano that sh file. Let me just show you, because we want to make sure that we, like, do we have to change anything, right? And right here we have the description. Long story short, you have to run this on a victim machine, and if it has snail on the, you know, the exact version, you have to run it a couple of times and it should get you root. However, if you're running from home, it might not give you root. You have to run it from temp. It's just, I don't know, it makes it easier for it, you know? So anyways, you can look through all this code. There is nothing that we have to change, so everything seems fine. So essentially what we can do is, by the way, we're not gonna have to compile this. This is a little confusing because right here it says that you have to use GCC and stuff like that. You don't really need to do that, right? You have the sh file. Sh file is gonna do everything for you, right? Anyway, let me show you what we can do. So right now, we're gonna copy that onto the machine. So we're gonna use scp for that. Let me just see. Yeah, that's the mistake that John. That's the mistake of the what is it called? The guy who created the machine, right? It's really confusing because, like, if you would do it, if you would, if a beginner would go into this, maybe he would get stuck there. That's a fair point, you know. Because I know that exploit is gonna work anyways, for snail, right? Exploit DB's terminal. Yeah, dude, Sursploit is awesome. You don't have to open the browser, but it's up to you. You know, it's up to you. Less than 14. Yeah, it makes, yeah. For me, I don't know. It's confusing for me too. Yeah. 14.8.6, right? What is it? 14.8.16. Yeah. I know that snail, you know, it's not well kept, so that's gonna work anyways. But that could be confusing for the beginners. So anyways, for you guys who don't understand what I'm talking about, this, by the creator of a machine, this shouldn't be this version. Or in the Metasploit, it should say that it should work for this version as well, right? Because in the Metasploit it says v14.8.16, what was it, I think, and less, right? Anyways, so let me just scp this, right? Scp. So that means copy using SSH, and we're gonna copy this file. The name of the file is 47172 to chat at the IP. Let me see if the IP is, oh, that was a mistake. Let me see if the IP is right. I'll explain the command, don't worry. Yeah, it's 15, yeah. So to chat, and then the IP, and then the colon, and then the dot. The dot means in this directory. So in the directory that automatically logs in when you log into chat user. Anyway, so that's it. Now what we can do is we can just run this, and it's going to ask us for the password. As you remember, maidens tower, and as you can see, it has transferred it. So now if I go back to the machine, if I ls, you're going to see right there 47172, and let me just put this up. And now I'm going to copy this temp, because as I said, sometimes it might not work from the home directory. So chmod +x, we need to make it executable always. 47172.sh, and we can copy it, or we can move it. Let's copy it. 472 temp, oh sorry, tmp, and then if I navigate to tmp, you will see 47172. And if you remember, we already did chmod, so we can just run it. 47172, enter, and it's gonna say interpret nostr file directory. Don't worry, I was freaking out. The first time I saw this, I was freaking out. I was like, what is this? What is this M right here? What is that? Nothing scary, all right? Let's remove this, right? We don't need it anymore. Let's go back to home. We don't need it there either. I forgot to do one thing. I'll show you what. When you have this kind of error, right? Everything seems fine. The code seems fine, but you have an error. It's an encoding error, stuff like that. So what you have to do is leave everything the same. Let's just go back to my machine, and let's just do DOS to Unix, and then this sh file. So what this will do is it will convert all the spaces and new lines and stuff like that to Unix, right? And it's gonna say I can't do that, but I'm gonna say sudo, and now it works. So now we're gonna do scp again. Should work perfectly. Maidens tower. Okay. And now if I ls again, it should be there. Good. So now it's good. Now it's ready. If I copy it again into where did I copy? Copy to temp and navigate to temp. We can just run it. Actually, I didn't chmod it again. 47 and just run it. And now it might take a few times. As you can see, it says it failed. Don't worry. Oh, permission denied. Oh, I did a bit of a, oof, that's a bummer. So it can't modify the .sh. So that's a bit of a problem because I did, what I did before, I used this again, use this script again, use it before, and so let me just see, let me see if I can change this. You don't have to do this, by the way. This is only because I ran this twice, right? Let me see, .sh. Let me see where we can, root shell, there we go. Root shell, let's call it x.sh. Right, I think that's it. Yeah, that should be it. All right, let's save it. Let's try again. Okay, there we go. So what happened is I made the file before and I used it as a root to get, do root stuff. And the file ownership changed to root from, it was called .sh, just empty file name. And it couldn't run it because the program couldn't run it, right? Usually it would run the program a couple of times, but as you can see, I got lucky from the first. So ls, nothing, who am I? And I'm root. So easy as that, navigate to root directory, pick up the root flag. And there we go. Easy machine, right? I can now you can do questions and stuff like that, but I also want to show you the real identity of chat. I don't know who the guy is, but I feel like kind of it's like a part of the, it's a part of the, what is it called, the challenge, right? So let's chmod 777. Usually don't do this, don't 777 because that's a real identity png, because that gives it all the permissions. And we're gonna copy real identity png to var www html. And now if I go to my browser in order to look at the picture, so I gave it permissions because usually you can't load it if you're not root. So now I can go back to the let me see the IP. I don't even know. Let me see the IP and the name of the picture. I don't remember. Let me see. Okay, chat real identity. Now I'll be able to see the picture, and it's this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Maybe you guys know, but yeah, that's the whole challenge. I'm gonna close this off. That was pretty simple for me, and I hope it was simple enough for you guys. And let me go back to loading. Nice comment, Siski. He says that he tried to install Metasploit first time, and then he got like 69 threats blocked and everything. Yeah, VMs are amazing. Like I remember when I was starting, I think I used VirtualBox. Yeah, I used VirtualBox. Dude, back in the day, it was magical. I would just put, it wasn't even that, I would just follow like a 5-minute YouTube tutorial and I would have my Kali running and it was, perfect. Before that, I used to live run it, right? But I kind of got bored of turning off my machine all the time. That was easy. I hope you guys liked the challenge. I hope you guys followed up. How do you guys like it? Do you have any questions and everything? I can do Q&A right now. I'll just wait a few minutes so you guys have, if you have questions about the challenge, Yeah, I mean, it's my first stream. I know some things are not great. Like you can maybe audio, maybe the delay, the quality. But I'm trying to figure it out, and I don't have the best internet, and I forgot my headphones as well, so, for a first stream, I think it's fine. I think it did fine. I want to ask you guys, though, about if you have any questions and stuff like that. Windows and Windows. Yeah, I hope it was clear enough. I usually talk pretty fast, but I think you guys can catch up, I feel like you guys can catch up, because a lot of you guys actually know a lot of stuff. And I usually do beginner kind of stuff. I actually got asked a couple of times, why do you do, like some stuff that seems way too simple? Why don't you do more advanced stuff? Well, because I want to make sure that what I'm doing, first of all, what I'm doing, I want to be the expert in. Like, I want to make sure that I can, answer all your questions and stuff like that. Second of all, people don't really watch way too advanced stuff unless you've done a video, explaining the basics on that, right? So you have to keep that in mind. Also, sometimes I just feel like doing stuff. There was this one question, I'm gonna answer that later, about why don't you do this video or that video? Well, listen, honestly, sometimes I just feel like doing. I have a long queue, since you guys ask questions and you have requests, and I write that down, But I gotta be really interested in the video to make it, because I want to make a good video, I don't want to make like a video just because I shouldn't make it, Like Log4j, I didn't do anything for Log4j, and I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, if I did it just because I was forced to, I was interested in Log4j, but I wasn't make a video interested, Nice, Siski. I mean, that's why I'm gonna make a video, you guys can slow it down if you want. But unironically, I don't know about you guys, but I watch, you're gonna call me crazy, I watch YouTube videos on 125 or 1.5 speed. Like, I don't want anyone wasting my time, And when I make videos, I try to make the same, I try to, speak fast and kind of cover everything real quick. So, you guys still know what's going on and I don't waste your time. I actually edit out all my breathing and everything, so I save 2 seconds there. I don't know what you mean, Taj R. Malware development fully undetectable. I've done that with Python. What do you mean with Siski? Oh, like with us two together? Mad lad. Yeah. Like my friends tell me are you insane? Do you watch music videos? No, don't worry. Obviously I'm not, But I don't know, even some TV shows, I watch them at 125, 1.5. I don't know, What about you guys? Does any one of you speed up the videos? I mean, obviously not mine, because I talk pretty fast. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about, Taj R. Only my professors, lol. Wait, your professors speed up videos? Did I just do a thing that professors do? I don't even know, man. I speed up videos, I don't know, if it's educational and stuff like that, I might come back, if it's too fast for me. But mostly, I don't know, especially documentaries and stuff like that. So slow, you would have a, video, usually what you would do to hack something is you would prepare metas. It's no, dude, come on, I don't have all, I don't want a 20-minute video that can be done in 5 minutes, or 7 minutes, it's up to you, I don't know, how fast do you want it? Yeah, it's alright, Doc. Don't call yourself an idiot, man. Listen, you gotta appreciate yourself, alright? You gotta know your value, man. You can't say you're an idiot, Oh, you only speed up the professor? Oh yeah, that makes sense, dude. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I did that too, dude, when everything was online, man. Let me, yeah. Okay. Anyway, we can go to QnA. I actually have a file right here, right? Okay. This is the write-up, but I'm gonna go to this one, right? Okay. Do you guys see everything? Oh, Taj R is just joking. Okay, dude, can you tell me how to spell your name? Taj R, Tajer. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, stream questions. Okay. I get a couple of questions you guys asked me, so I'm gonna answer them. And you can also ask a bunch more questions in chat. Feel free to. Okay. First question. Where are you from? Now, I don't like to talk about personal stuff. I'm from Croatia, and you guys figured that out probably because of my. I don't know, maybe the accent, I don't know, maybe the I don't know, the name or something like that in the videos or the language or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. What my point is I'm gonna tell you in the second question, right? Are you planning to do a face reveal? No. So here's why. I like the idea of hoxframework, right? I like the fact that it's an idea, you know, that we're just gathering here and learning. That's what I want from Hox Framework to be. I don't want to be popular because of Hox Framework, as in like my face, you know, everyone knows my face or stuff like that. I don't want that. I don't need that, right? I want everyone to learn. I want to have a good community, which I already kind of do, you know. You guys are awesome, right? And I don't really need, like, I was thinking about how much, you know, what's the number that I would be impressed with, but honestly, I'm impressed with what I have right now. So anyway, yeah, what did I want to say? I like the things the way they are, and I like sharing knowledge with you guys and learning. I learn a lot from you guys too, and I don't know, I just like that, you know. I don't think I'll do a face reveal ever. It's you know, it's Hox is an idea, right? It's not a person, right? So anyway, how did you learn cybersec? A lot of people ask me that. They ask me like, what materials could I use and stuff. Listen, dude, I'm gonna tell you the honest thing. No one everyone's gonna hook you up with their course deal that costs $4.99 or something like that, right? Let me tell you. Pozitivno grano na moru. Pozdrav. Okay, what did I? Yeah. How do you learn cybersec? Listen, do what you like. All right, like just learn basic cybersec from like one tutorial or YouTube or a free course on Udemy. You don't need to spend money, right? And then just get into it. Like, let's say you like social engineering a lot, like just, you know, dig through internet, you know, do it yourself. This is what you have to do. Like, people are gonna tell you do this course and then now you're no, like, just do what you love, right? It doesn't matter if you're not gonna be like, you don't have to know Windows exploitation if you're not gonna do that, right? Like, if you hate it, why would you even get into cyber? You're gonna hate your job, right? So just, if you like OSINT, do OSINT. You're gonna find a job, right? You're gonna find a job. Like, just ask around. And even if you don't, you have an amazing skill set you can use for anything you want. Legal, obviously, you know. You don't gotta say that. You know, YouTube is strict, right? How is the IT job market in your country? That is Doc's question, right? It's great. People running to the west, we are west-oriented country, so we don't really have those problems. If you think, considering the conflict and everything, we don't have those problems at all. We're very modern, right? And I mean, IT support desk, not infosec. Well, I think it's the same. IT is doing great in our country, so, you know, we're not like, people might think that, you know, not a lot of people heard about Croatia and they might think, you know, all sorts of stuff, but to be honest, it's a great country. We're pretty advanced as far as the technology world goes. Like, I know what cybersecurity companies do in Croatia, and I'm actually impressed by that. So, okay, will you do a video next? Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, right? I write down all 99% of them, of the, you know, wishes that you have for the videos. But you have to keep in mind that I gotta do the Discord link. Somebody asked, what's the Discord link? You can find it on my website. Somebody asked, hi, I come from Dar. Okay, good job, Jay. Thank you. North or South Sea split. Bro, what's the Discord link? You have the Discord link on my website, I think. Yeah, on like top left, you have like icons. Doc, have you been to Croatia? Anyways, let me continue. Yeah, so I want to do videos that I want to do, like that I really want to do, so that way they're gonna be better for you guys, you know. And you know, I could just go into that philosophy and stuff like that, but you get what I'm trying to say, you know. Do you work in cybersec? Currently not. I have a, let's just say I have a, yeah, let me just show you this. It blocked your message, Doc. Okay, I unblocked it. Yeah, I have a, in few months I will be working again. Right now I'm not working. I don't want to talk about why and stuff like that, but you know, it's just, right now I'm not, but I will soon, in a few months. When I worked, it was amazing. I don't know. I recommend it. All of you guys who are not currently working and want to work in cybersec, if you like love it, right? If you love what you're doing, jobs are gonna be awesome. I don't know, you know, you're gonna like it. Anyway, hey, I was wondering if I could pay for one. Yeah, a lot of people ask me to do a one-on-one. They would pay and everything. Listen, sadly I don't do that yet. You can just ask me any questions that you want on Discord. I won't, however, make you know, programs for you. Like, I would help you solve errors, sure, but I'm not gonna make the whole program for you, right? Even if you pay, this is the next question. I'll pay you to make me a script, or can you make a malware that's completely undetectable? I'll pay you. It's like, first of all, you probably can't pay me, right? Because that's really expensive. Second of all, I'm not the biggest expert on malware. I don't know. I'm decent, I'd say. but I'm not like, like I don't even know what would be the best who would be the best malware creator guy or something. Like it would probably be governments or something. Anyway, yeah, also hints, ask your questions on Discord and YouTube usually for videos, and let me know if I make a mistake. I love hearing feedback, even if it's bad, even if it's good. I love good feedback as well. It inspires me and stuff like that. Yeah, if I make a mistake, let me know. Just let me know. I know some of you guys know some stuff more than me, so some stuff I know more than you, and that's fine. That's the whole point. We've got to learn. I'm trying to teach here, but at the same time, I'm trying to learn. Let me see. If you're learning Linux programming and hacking, yeah, I wanted to tell you guys, always practice, right? Just practice. Do a bunch of practice. That's how you're gonna learn the best. Practical examples are the best for learning everything of what I listed right here. So keep that in mind. Usually people just read a bunch of books and then they're like, oh, how come I don't know? It's like you gotta practice, man. You gotta practice a lot, right? Let me see what you guys were writing. Doc says that it's nice weather but still cold. People say, it shouldn't be, at least not now. Actually, no, you're right. It was like, dude, we had, I think, eastern, yeah, eastern Croatia had snow, like what was it, like a month ago or something? No, less. And so yeah, it's a little bit cold, but like 5th, 6th month or something like that, 7th month, it's amazing. The especially in like split and stuff like that, as you listed, right? Let me see what else. Yeah, it's a bit windy. It do be, yeah. Tobura. I have a plan on learning cybersecurity. Can I share? Yeah, sure. Sure, you can share. I think like, usually, as I said, always people give courses, but let me tell you something. I haven't paid like 90% of the things that I learned from internet. You have everything on it. You just have to dig deep, right? And like even YouTube, you have so much videos on everything. And sometimes you just gotta be creative and learn something by trying, right? To avoid a person with malicious intent. Yeah, listen, I actually had a, now you reminded me for the morality of my videos. YouTube used to take down my videos, but now everything's fine. But look, no one should use, as I always say, don't use anything illegally, right? No one should use what I'm teaching illegally. Now, will they? I don't know, man. But to be perfectly honest, there's a lot of things that people can do and use for bad, right? You can buy a kitchen knife and then do a lot of bad things with it, right? But I don't want that to be my excuse. But what I'm trying to say is like, I do stuff, I just want to get introduce everyone to like how cool it can be in cybersecurity and programming, and I don't want to overcomplicate too fast because people will run away, right? But at the same time, I don't want to be doing way too simple stuff. So that's why my videos are kind of like, here and there, right? Do you live in your mom's basement or do you have a job? I don't live in my mom's basement, dude. Don't worry about it. I currently don't have, like, I have, I mean, yeah, let's just say I don't have a job right now, right? All right, so, don't worry about it. Don't worry about me, though. I'm not in my mom's basement. Okay, J is new, Taj R. Do you like to play, oh, they're new, okay, good. Do you like to play Jeopardy CTF? I actually haven't tried. I haven't tried Jeopardy. Dude, I love THM. Even Hack the Box is fine, but I like THM the best. Vulnhub, and just like exploring my stuff myself. Just like I would just like run a Kali machine and try things out. I learned Kali and network in CCNA. No, that's great, guys. Mom's calling time for breakfast. Cheers, guys. Okay. Okay. Have a good meal, man. Excuses. I learned Kali and net. Listen, that's what I wanted to say. Certificates are great, but I think they're for later. Because you wanna try things first. You wanna like learn by making mistakes, by setting things up, making sure it works, learning practical examples, right? And then do a certificate. I think that's the best way. You can probably, like, I'm not saying you won't be able to do CCNA if you just jump into it, right? I'm just saying, I think that's the best way. I think you gotta, do a lot of practical stuff. Yeah, blue team stuff. Listen, I actually everyone likes red team stuff, and everyone's really into it because it's cool and everything. But the truth is, blue team is pretty cool too, right? I'm not talking about just like CM management. I'm talking about, I don't know, just generally. Blue team can be really cool. And I actually, when I worked, I used to work. I obviously did blue team stuff, right? And it was awesome. It was really cool. So I encourage you guys to give it a chance. All right. For example, I was actually really impressed with digital forensics. I was like, I think I made 2 videos or 3. It was really cool. Jeopardy CDF is different, not machine hacking. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I'm not saying some people prefer that. I prefer machine hacking. I actually love boot to root stuff. I love it. I think I did CTF time. Don't remember. I did a couple of CTFs in my country as well. That was fun. Actually, like, they don't know how to set them up as well, obviously, but because like, I don't know. I think the boot to root machines is like the best way. Maybe I'm biased, so that's why. Okay, I'll wrap everything up right now. There's like 5 more minutes. You guys ask your questions and then I'll turn off the stream. I'll have to download this video and edit it, so I don't know when we'll be up. It'll be like, I don't know, 3-4 days, probably. I have a weird editor right now. I switched over to Ubuntu right now, and I have DaVinci Resolve just won't work for some reason with my graphics card. So I gotta set everything up with the shortcut, I think is called. So I gotta get used to that. I used to be on Sony Vegas as well. Oh, I love this kind of stuff, dude. My old school security. Oh, I remember, man. Like in my school, it was hilarious. I could literally roast my my teachers. That, by the way, teachers were the ones who were doing security in school. Because like, God forbid you have a guy who's doing security in your school, or like a sysadmin. No, you don't. Like, just teacher is gonna do that, right? Anyway, so you could look up the list of everyone's emails at class, and everybody had the same password, so you could hack one. That is just beautiful. Because, why give people, they're just gonna forget the password, just use the same one, preferably that it's just password. That's the best, the best way. I don't understand the mentality of that. Can they figure out that you used someone else's account? Probably not, right? Like, they're not that capable, right? I don't know. Okay guys, that will be basically it for now. I'll turn off the stream soon, so, ask questions and I'll see you later. As I said, the video will probably be 2-3 days later. I have to edit it, remove all the delays and stuff like that, preferably. No, dude, thanks to you for coming. Thank you all for coming. I hope you guys learned something. If not, if it was too simple, that's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the time, just hanging out and stuff like that. And I hope it helped. If you have any questions, let me know on Discord. I'll be online. Yeah, thank you for coming, John Williams. Ništa, uživaj. And I'll see you guys later. Yeah, that's okay. I'll go now too. I made myself admin with some really good name, and the IT admins didn't even give a yeah, like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Maybe they didn't notice. Maybe they didn't know. Sometimes you overestimate how capable they are. Obviously, don't underestimate them, right? But obviously, everything you did was completely legal, right? We're not, YouTube is here, so. Plus, I mean, doing illegal stuff is not nice. When I was a kid, maybe I thought it was cool, but right now, like when you see the job market and everything, if you want to do red team, right? No problem, right? That's legal. You can hack your way into anything, and have that as a job. That's awesome. But don't do illegal stuff. It's just gonna get you in trouble. It's not worth it. Okay, bye guys. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.